Hello YouTubians, welcome back to another Dr. Spicer 10 YouTube video, and today has been a very eventful day because I was out to shops, in college, and when I came back home I saw the test wall was lent over the console and the rotor was in pieces on the floor, meaning the motor mechanism was a bit screwed up as well. I have addressed the issue and I'll tell you what I've done. So here we have is the conduit pipe, which come across over there. Now, usually the conduit pipe's like loose and stuff, but inside the conduit pipe is this spare brake-like hosing that goes inside, that goes underneath the car for brake fluid. Well, I had still a section of that from the original console I've got, and I whipped it inside there, hot glued a piece up there and up there, so it will keep the time rotor from wobbling about like so. And also you can probably tell that the plant pot plate is not, the plant pot is not 100% straight. It's on an angle, especially if you look at it over here. And the rotor rings need a bit of a TLC, or the cheese wheels as you want to call them. So yeah, I did have to fix the mechanism yet again for it to work, and it does work. It's a little bit quieter than usual, which is really good. This has been, I did try and glue it down, but obviously it didn't want to stay. Nothing else has really changed. That slid down a little bit there. I forgot to pull that back up. There we go. So yeah, I've added this piece on, which is actually a part of an old car charger thing, which went bust yesterday, so I used it for parts. And yeah, I did go ahead and glue this piece down because it just kept sliding down there and it was just doing my head in. So that's glued down. And then of course the rheostat is glued down for now. Only temporary to stop it from moving around, but only enough to twist it around. The one little problem is that it's, I can't get a full clearance with my hand in it, so I'm going to have to put it on some extra stilt so it'll raise up from the console a little bit better, because otherwise it's going to cause the paint to rub. So it is glued down, but I'm still thinking of raising it up a little bit more so it will spin with a bit more of a gap on the bottom. Just enough so I can get my hand through instead of having to do it like that, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm currently working on the compass, and here it is. It is basically a filler pot that I've cut down, and I've put a bit of black paint around the exterior of the lid and the sides. But as for the edge, the bottom bit, that's going to be done in grey, the same stuff as in the monitor. Then I've used that... Sorry, I got a cold. I've used the same golden pen that I used on the rheostat originally to make the light. There is batteries in it, but for now it's just being a bit temperamental. I'm going to do this up so it looks like the tap light on the 10th Doctor's TARDIS console until I can actually find the proper thing to stick on the console. So this is going to be a filler piece, but I will be sanding this down, the clear plastic down, to give it that effect. I think it's somewhat dry, not dry enough, but it will work. So yeah. So what else did I do? Well, not really, but it does, obviously, you lift it up, that's going to start playing, of course, put that down. See, the time rotor's not wobbling as it used to because it's more central and stabilised from that pipe. Which in time there will be pipes coming left, right and centre from the console, so that's just to give you an idea. So yeah, um, basically the wall's been stuck back up. Um, it's only tacked on stronger than it was last time, so it's not going to come down this time. I've had to put screws in, obviously, to help it stay in. And obviously, when I've got some more filler, these screws will be coming out, and obviously, I'll be filling these holes in when I come to take the TARDIS down and move it somewhere else. So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock, really. I walked into the room. This was lent over the console. That was all over the floor in pieces, and literally, I had to glue everything back together on the top section. The mechanism was being temperamental. Turns out one of the pegs snapped off from the connects motor thing. I managed to rearrange it so it'll work. So yeah, so that really shocked the living daylights out of me pretty much when I saw the console like that. But here's a view from the doorway. If I just move that out of the way, you know, you could tell that's slanted, but that's something I'll do in the future. But for now, it'll do. Because I do actually want to make a piece of CAD that goes all the way around up to the ceiling, so it doesn't rely on that to keep it central, and it's gonna keep it, intact. So that's the motor housing, but there's gonna be like a thing around it to push against the ceiling to help it cause friction. And of course, when it comes to building the set in the other room that I've got, my main room, is I'll just go across the top up to the walls, the height of the walls, and there'll be like beams going across. It's complicated, but yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and of course subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Alonzo.